guys, it's Nick from Let's Chat, and in today's video I'm going to predict what Carlton's best 23 players for this year that I reckon. So let's get underway. So first up, we've got the full back line. Players we've got in the full back line, the three players are Sam Doherty, Jacob Wiedering and Mitch McGovern. With Sam Doherty, he's really good at playing on the right side of the field. And with Jacob Wiedering, he's our best fullback that there is at the moment, even though his second half of last year wasn't that great because he came back from injury and that probably put him off. But hopefully with a good pre-season this year, Wiedering will be back bigger and better. And with McGovern, since moving from the forward line to the back line, he's been proving himself that he wants to be at the club, and hopefully it will be an even better year for him. So now the half back line, we've got Adam Sard, Lewis Young and Nick Newman. With Adam Sard, he's got really great speed. He had his best season last year in the AFL. He's been one of our best players last year. He had a really good year, and I reckon he'll get even better this year coming up. With Lewis Young, well, it was only his first year last year as a Blue Bagger. He did some good things while Wiedering was out, and he did well while Wiedering was injured. So hopefully he can step up a notch, Lewis Young. And with Nick Newman, well, he didn't have the best season last year, but he is still in the 23. Like, he did do some good things. Like, he got injured with 4 games left of the season. Yeah, hopefully this year he can come back bigger and better and prove himself in the back line. So the next players are going to be the centre players. You know, the players that play in the midfield, you know, in the starting lineup. So the 3 players in the centre will be Blake Acres, Patrick Cripps and Sam Walsh. With Blake Acres, well, he hasn't played a game for Carlton yet, obviously, but he came from Fremantle before coming to us. Then he played for St Kilda at the start of his career. He's a good wingman, Acres, and he can add some confidence boost to our team. With Paddy Cripps, well, he's just a beast. Our best player of the team, and arguably the best player in the comp right now because he's the Brownlow medalist. And then you also got Sam Walsh as your backup, a future Brownlow medalist there as well. He'll be out for the first 4 games at least. Hopefully he'll be back for around 5. But he'll be huge if Carlton go a long way this year. Now we've got our half forwards. So our half forwards are Zach Fisher, Harry McKay and Corey Durden. So with Zach Fisher, he's got really good pace. He's got good talent. He can kick a few goals here and there. He's a really good player. He's really handy to have in the team. With Harry McKay, well, he's a Coleman medalist. He can kick a lot of goals, and him up in the forward line with Charlie Curnow, who knows, we may destroy the teams. With Corey Durden, well, he had a good season last year, I thought. He could have been better, I reckon, but he was a quick player like Eddie Betts. He plays a bit like Eddie Betts. And saying that, he wears the same jumper number as Eddie Betts did in number 19. Besides that, yeah, he's a handy collusion for our side, and hopefully he'll get better and kick maybe at least 30 goals this season between him and Motlop, and hopefully we can see more action from him. Now next we've got the full forward players. The players are Jesse Motlop, Charlie Curnow, and Jack Silvani. With Jesse Motlop, he's got really good fast speed. He can kick really good goals. It was only his first season last year, but he can really be really dangerous in the forward line. Motlop can. Hopefully he can kick at least 30 or more goals this season to pick up another notch. Charlie Curnow, well, he's the reigning Coleman medalist. Last year was his best season after he had over 2 years taken off him with several injuries, and hopefully he can continue to get better and better, and hopefully he can maybe kick at least 70 or more goals this season, or even more, maybe around 80 or more. I'm just saying, don't make fun of me, guys. I'm just predicting. That's all. I'm allowed to predict. I'm just saying. And with Jack Silvani, well, he had a really good season last year too. I think he only missed like 1 or 2 games, which is good. And in round 1, he'll be playing his 100th game against Richmond. He can take good marks, and he can set up goals and kick goals. And sometimes he even plays in the ruck contest, which is weird, but he's more of a small forward. So hopefully we can see him maybe kick 30 or more goals if he can. Now the next position is the followers. And the players are in the followers. Mark Pitternet, Adam Chera, and George Hewitt. With Mark Pitternet, he didn't really play many games this season because he was out most of the season with an injury, and he only played like 3 games near the end of the season, and he wasn't at his best. So I'm really hoping that he can have a really good pre-season this off-season, and hopefully he can come back to this season in a big way, because we really need our ruckman to play well if we want to be any chance of a premiership. Adam Chera, well, he played like half the season because he was injured a fair bit. For half a season last year, he played a few good games. He's definitely in our best 23, no doubt about it. I reckon his best game was against Richmond in round 1 last year, on his debut game for us, where we won that game. But he played a few other good games too, but yeah, he needs to improve himself, I reckon. And with George Hewitt, well, he had a really good year until he got injured. I think there was that game against Geelong, and then he was sidelined for like 5 or 6 matches, the last 5-6 matches of the season. He was one of the recruits of the year last year, and he was definitely worth getting because he was really good, and hopefully he can have an injury-free season and play 4 quarters every week, and hopefully he can be a part of the team for the future. Now on the bench, we've got Tom De Koning, Matthew Kennedy, Matt Cottrell, and Lockie O'Brien. With Tom De Koning, well, he probably didn't have his best season last year. He did a few good things, but he can take good marks, no doubt about that. But he needs to have an injury-free season as well, you know. And he's out of contract, so I'm a bit worried that he's going to leave. But apparently he's not in a rush for signing on. I just hope he doesn't leave and join his brother at Geelong, because we need a ruckman so he can help Pitternet out. You got to admit, our ruckmen have been struggling for a while. Since Cruiser retired, they're the only two we've got. Matthew Kennedy, he had a really good season last year until he got injured, and he missed out the last 3 games of the season. He had a career best season last year. I could tell that he went up another notch, and hopefully this year he can go even better. With Matt Cottrell, he's one of my favourite players. Matt Cottrell, he had a career best season last year as well, and he also he kicked a few goals, and he did a few good things on the field. Like he's out at the moment injured. I'm hoping he won't be out for too long. I don't know how long he'll be out for, but he'll probably be out for a bit longer than Walsh, but hopefully not for too long, because we could be handy for him to be in the best 23, I reckon. And Lockie O'Brien, well, he had a career best season last year too. The first few games weren't the best for him, but then he really got going, and then he had a really good year after that. He had his best season, and hopefully he can get even better this year. And now we've got the sub. Player might start on the sub on a few games this year will be Ed Curnow. This was a hard one, really. I was, picking between Ed Curnow, Jack Martin, and Paddy Dow. But with Ed Curnow, he's an experienced player. Yes, I know he didn't play a game last year because he had several injuries. He had an injury-wiped season, which was a bit unfortunate for him. But he's playing on this year. This could be his last season and his last chance to maybe try and win a premiership, maybe. Who knows? He's been a good player for a long time. He deserves to be in the 23 still, even though he hasn't played for a while. And it would be good for him to play with his brother in a few more games in Charlie Curnow. So the sub, I reckon, will be Ed Curnow. So that's it for this video, pretty much. If you want more AFL content, there will be plenty more to come this year, since the AFL season is just around the corner. It's just over a month away, around a month away, or maybe a bit over. But yeah, you got the practice matches are coming on soon. I'll be looking forward to seeing some action of that. I'll be looking forward to seeing the AFL season come back on. So there'll be heaps more AFL content coming this season. So expect me to record heaps more AFL videos, and hopefully you'll enjoy them. So thank you for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. See you guys, and go Blues!